to Mr. Walter's Language Cafe. Today we're going to look at the past simple. Now, I know what you're thinking. The past simple is simple, correct? Well, yes and no. Most of it can be understood fairly easily, but there are some complexities, and we'll look at some of those today in this lesson. First of all, making sentences with the past simple. You can make an affirmative sentence, a negative sentence, and a question. Let's take a look at some examples. The affirmative. He wanted to leave and he was tired. The second one is a be verb, was or were. That's the past form. And he wanted to leave. Want is a regular verb. Most of the verbs are regular, but there are a lot of irregular verbs. If you don't know them, I would certainly study them. I will do a lesson on them a bit later. Negative. He did not understand. It's perfectly fine to say he did not. Most Canadians, however, would contract it and say didn't. So I would highly suggest that you do the same thing too. It's good practice. And question form, why did he want to leave? Now, when do we use the past simple? I gave you 3 examples. First, a finished period of time, or a finished action, finished event, or finished state. If you look under here, I was afraid. Afraid is a state verb, and therefore we can make a past simple sentence with that, I was afraid. State, by the way, here means it's a verb that doesn't have any action. Here are some more. Shakespeare wrote 30 plays. Well, we know this is a past tense because Shakespeare is dead, right? Okay, so we know it's a past tense and we use a past verb. I went to bed late last night. Well, in this one, not only do we use went, which is an irregular verb, but we also use a past time expression, last night. These are very important in all tenses. Last night, yesterday, a week ago, something like that. This certainly tells you that the sentence is past. But wait a minute. Look at the third one. I saw Tom at the office today. Now I know you're scratching your head and say, Mr. Walter, you just finished telling us that we have to use, or we can use, a past time expression. But here, today, is a present time expression. What gives? Well, yeah, it is a present time expression. But it's also a subjective sentence. Often, when we think a time is over, we say it in the past. Here, I saw Tom at the office today. Let's say person A is at the dinner table sitting with his wife, telling her what he did. His day is finished because he's not working anymore. So therefore, seeing Tom at the office is in the past because he is no longer at work. So yes, you can use present time expressions with the past simple. Okay, number 2, precise details. When the action or event is very specific. I had an operation when I was in New York. When I was New York makes that sentence very specific. Therefore, we can use the past simple. If you didn't say that, then you could also use past perfect. I had an operation, but that's a little bit later on. Number 3, different kinds of events or actions. First one, repeated events. actions that happen again and again. I failed that test 3 times. Not once, not twice, 3 times. It's a repeated action. Use past simple. Single momentary events. Events that happen very quickly in the past. I fell down. That happens really quickly. It's not slow motion. So therefore we can put it in the past simple. And C, extended actions. I waited in line for 1 hour. For 1 hour is an extended action or an extended period of time. So can use the past simple. I hope that helped you a little bit. And if it did or it didn't, well, there are some exercises for you on the next page. See you next class.